The following describe potential legal issues and implications for training. To comply with a wide range of laws and regulations, companies are required to show that employees not only have completed training programs, but also are applying their new knowledge on the job. Workers' compensation laws in many states make employers responsible for paying their employees their salary and providing them with a financial settlement for injuries received during any employment-related activity, such as training. Managers should ensure that trainees have the necessary level of competence in knowledge, skills, and behaviors before they're allowed to operate equipment or interact with customers. Managers should also ensure that information placed in employee files regarding performance and training activities is accurate for compliance purposes. Copyrights protect the expression of an idea, like a training manual for a software program, but not the ideas that the material contains, like the use of help windows in a software program. Two pieces of legislation make it illegal for employers to exclude women, minorities, and older persons from training programs. Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, amended in 1991, makes it illegal to deny access to employment or deprive a person employment because of that person's race, color, religion, gender, or national origin. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act, known as the ADEA, protects discrimination against persons who are age 40 or older. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, known as the EEOC, is responsible for enforcing both the Civil Rights Act and the ADEA. Equal treatment of all trainees means that conditions of the learning environment, such as opportunities for practice, feedback, and role-playing, are available for all trainees regardless of their background. The ADA prohibits discrimination based on disability in employment practices, including hiring, firing, compensation, and training. Understanding legal issues related to training is essential for managing the development of employees. Diversity can be considered any dimension that differentiates a person from another. Inclusion refers to creating an environment in which employees share a sense of belonging, mutual respect, and commitment from others so they can perform to the best of their ability. Inclusion allows organizations to capitalize not only on the diversity of employees, but also the diversity of customers, suppliers, and community partners. Diversity training refers to learning efforts that are designed to change employee attitudes about diversity and develop skills needed to work in a diverse workforce. The goals of diversity training are, first, to eliminate values, stereotypes, and managerial practices that inhibit employees' personal development, and therefore, to allow employees to contribute to organizational goals regardless of their race, sexual orientation, gender, familial status, religious orientation, or cultural background. Equal employment opportunity laws, known as EEO laws, help to ensure that women and minorities are adequately represented in an organization's labor force. That is, companies have focused on ensuring equal access to jobs. However, diversity training and a focus on EEO laws are insufficient for a company to truly capitalize on the value of a diverse workforce. They are one part of a larger emphasis on managing diversity and inclusion. Research shows that diversity training has a small to medium effect on affective attitudes, cognitive, acquiring knowledge, and behavioral outcomes. Greater benefits were found for diversity training using training design features that created a positive learning environment. That is, the training program was of sufficient length for trainees to learn 4 hours or more, managers were used as trainers, and trainees interacted face-to-face with the instructor, the content, and other learners using cases and exercises. The most common area addressed through diversity training is the pervasiveness of stereotypes, assumptions, and biases. Managing diversity and inclusion involves creating an environment that allows all employees to contribute to organizational goals and experience personal growth. This environment includes access to jobs, as well as fair and positive treatment of all employees. The company must develop employees who are comfortable working with people from a wide variety of ethnic, racial, and religious backgrounds. Managing diversity may require changing a company's culture. Successful diversity programs involve more than just effective training programs. They require an ongoing process of culture change that includes top management support, as well as diversity policies and practices in the areas of recruitment and hiring, training and development, and administrative structures such as conducting diversity surveys and evaluating managers' progress on diversity goals. They also focus on enhancing diversity and inclusion with suppliers, vendors, and in communities where the company conducts business. To prepare employees for cross-cultural assignments, organizations need to provide cross-cultural preparation. Cross-cultural preparation is especially important because North American companies plan to increase the length of expatriate assignments from 2 to 5 years. To succeed overseas, expatriates, employees on foreign assignments, need to be competent in their areas of expertise, able to communicate verbally and non-verbally, sensitive to cultural differences, motivated to succeed, and supported by their families. Expatriates who were extroverted, outgoing, agreeable, cooperative and tolerant, and conscientious, dependable, and achievement-oriented were more likely to want to stay with the assignment and perform well. The key to a successful foreign assignment is a combination of training and career management for the employee and their family. Cross-cultural preparation involves 3 phases: pre-departure, on-site, and repatriation, preparing to return home. Before departure, employees need to receive language training and training focused on the new country's culture and customs. Cross-cultural training methods include presentation techniques, e-learning, immersion experiences, or actual experiences in the home country in culturally diverse communities. Hands-on and group-building methods are most effective and most needed in assignments with a high level of cultural and job novelty that require a good deal of interpersonal interaction with host nations. On-site training involves continued orientation to the host country and its customs and cultures through formal programs or through a mentoring relationship. A major reason that employees refuse expatriate assignments is that they can't afford to lose their spouse's income or are concerned that their spouse's career could be derailed by being out of the workforce for a few years. Repatriation prepares expatriates for return to the parent country and home country from the foreign assignment. Expatriates and their families are likely to experience high levels of stress and anxiety when they return because of changes that have occurred since their departure. Employees' careers involve 4 stages: exploration, establishment, maintenance, and decline. In the exploration stage, employees attempt to identify the type of work that interests them. They consider their interests, values, and work preferences and begin pursuing the type of education and training they need. Establishment involves finding employment, making an independent contribution, achieving more responsibility and financial success, and establishing a suitable lifestyle. In the maintenance stage, individuals are concerned with keeping their skills up to date and being perceived as someone who is still contributing to the organization. The last stage, disengagement, involves individuals preparing to phase out of work and retire. Also, at different times in their lives, individuals reconsider their interests, values, and how to best use their skills, resulting in one or more career changes. It's important to recognize that there are likely generational differences in what employees want in their career. Millennials and Gen Xers are more used to change and job insecurity than baby boomers, and as a result, they're more likely to leave jobs and develop their skills. Although there are generational differences, similarities often exist. All generations share similar values related to family, respect, and trust. The career challenges and issues include balancing work life, providing career ladders, career recycling, understanding job hopping, and meeting the needs of older employees. A career path is a sequence of job positions involving similar types of work and skills that employees move through in an organization. Providing career paths and making sure employees understand them is especially important because lack of career opportunity ranks after pay as the major reasons employees leave companies. Developing career paths involves analyzing work, important development experiences, qualifications and types of tasks performed, similarities and differences in working environments, and the historical movement patterns of employees. For companies with professional employees such as engineers and scientists, an important issue is how to ensure they feel valued. Advancement opportunities within a technical career path are limited. Individual contributors who move directly into management may lack the experience or competencies needed to be successful. Many companies are using multiple or dual career path systems to give additional career opportunities to scientists and other individual contributors, such as salespeople. A dual career path system enables employees to remain in technical or sales career paths and move into management career paths. Research scientists have the opportunity to move into 3 different career paths, a scientific path and 2 management paths as an example. Effective dual career paths have several characteristics. Salary, status, and incentives for technical employees compare favorably with those of managers. Individual contributors' base salaries may be lower than that of managers, but they are given opportunities to increase their total compensation through bonuses. The individual contributor career path is not used to satisfy poor performers who have no managerial potential. The career path is for employees with outstanding technical skills. Individual contributors are given the opportunity to choose their career path. Assessment information enables employees to see how similar their interests, work values, and skill strengths are to those of employees in technical and managerial positions. Recycling involves changing one's major work activity after having been established in a specific field. Recycling is not just limited to older employees who are nearing retirement. Many organizations that face a serious shortage of qualified employees are developing retraining programs in hopes of filling labor shortages with employees from other fields. Companies are using these training programs to help recycle employees into new jobs and careers. It's also not uncommon for employees who are considering recycling to conduct informational interviews with managers or other employees who hold jobs in functional areas that they believe may be congruent with their interests and abilities. Job hopping refers to employees changing jobs, usually between companies, every 2 to 3 years. Job hopping is prevalent today, especially among Gen Xers and millennials, as more employees view themselves as free agents who most actively manage their own careers. Loyalty does not guarantee job security. These individuals recognize that they have a protein career, which means they have to take responsibility for their own careers because companies may lay them off in business declines or changes in the business strategy make them expendable. Both the federal government and organizations are involved in helping veterans return to work or find new jobs. The Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act covers deployed employees' rights, such as guaranteeing jobs when they return, except under certain circumstances. However, the job a service member returns to may be different from the one that he or she left, and it could require new skills or be in a different location. The company recruits veterans, makes accommodations based on their physical needs, works with organizations that help them transition between military and civilian life, and offers them onboarding programs and mentoring. To meet the needs of older workers and to avoid skill shortages, organizations are offering alternative work schedules and arrangements. When are employees considered older employees? The ADEA begins protecting employees at the age of 40. Organizations can take several actions to meet the needs of older employees. First, flexibility in scheduling allows older employees to take care of sick spouses, go back to school, travel, or work fewer hours. Second, research suggests that the probability of receiving company-sponsored training peaks at age 40 and declines as an employee age increases. Companies need to ensure that older employees receive the training that they need to avoid obsolescence and be prepared to use new technology. Third, older employees need resources and referral help that addresses long-term healthcare and elder care issues. Fourth, assessment and counseling are necessary to help older employees recycle to new jobs or careers or transition to less secure positions whose responsibilities are not clearly as defined. Fifth, it's important to recognize that as older employees' physical and mental abilities decline, they can rely on experience and motivation to avoid poor performance. Finally, organizations need to ensure that employees do not hold inappropriate stereotypes about older employees.